What's going on, heroes? PojiForce here, and welcome back to Pokemon Trading Card Game Online. We're tackling the Versus ladder for April, but before we jump right back into that, I do actually have some deck updates to share with you. Now, let's go ahead and give you a quick peek of the Versus ladder. I've actually gotten a lot further along, and I actually recorded, or at least I streamed, the footage of me playing up to this point. So, if you guys in the future want to see me maybe stream some Versus ladder, I will put the link to both my Twitch channel and my Twitter, where I'll be sending out notifications whenever I'm about to stream, so that way you guys can be up to date on that. Now, we do have this deck here. We did change the deck a little bit. So as you can see, we've gone down to a 1-1 line Octillery. We no longer have 2 Octillery here, and we've moved things around a bit. For one, we removed the Ultra Ball and replaced them with Level Ball. Level Ball allows us to retrieve pretty much any Pokemon in the actually literally every Pokemon in this deck, because all of them have 90 HP or less. We did lose our Manaphy, and instead we went to a, let's see, 3 Float Stones. That basically does the same job, because the gold deck, I didn't even realize it, but it has a free retreat cost. It doesn't have to pay any energy to retreat. The only thing that does are the 2 Staryu and are now 1 Octillery. So that's what the Float Stones are for. Now, this deck likes to try to keep aggressive, so we've pared down our energies just a little bit, and we put in 3 Splash Energy. Splash Energy, when attached to a water Pokemon, when that Pokemon is knocked out, all cards attached to that Pokemon go to the discard pile, but the Pokemon and the Pokemon under it, so basically a Golduck and a Psyduck, for example, or if I attach it to an Octillery, the Octillery and the Remoraid, return to my hand, which means that I can easily just throw them back out there in a turn or two and be really aggressive and keep up that pressure, because it's very important that this deck maintains an offensive pressure because of how fragile the individual Pokemon are. Now, most of the deck is still pretty much the same. We do have 1 town map in the deck now. This is so that way, because that 1 Octillery is very important. If it's in the prizes, we want to know which prize it is so that we can grab it as soon as possible. And the Delinquent, while it was a fun card to tech in and use every once in a while, we swapped that out for a Team Flare Grunt, because being able to discard an energy from other fast decks that might require special energy, especially like double colorless, I think this card is really going to help us out. So that's all the deck changes. We're just going to jump right back into the Versus ladder. We're at 5 points from 100, 95 points. And 210 is the goal to get to Hoopa. I don't think we're going to get to Hoopa today, but I'm hoping we'll at least get to this Crobat line. So let's get into our first match. Alright, and I have advantage for this fight. Now let's see if I don't screw it up this time. Alright, I won the coin flip, so I want to go second. Alright, I got myself a pretty strong start here. I got myself a really strong start here. And we will throw Staryu on the bench. And we will hit done. I once again find myself with an opponent who doesn't seem to really mind taking a long time. Alright, so he's going first, and I am dealing with one of those decks. Okay. Okay. And this guy's pretty smart. He also uses the Splash Energy. And wouldn't it be great if I could get a Wally right now? The Sycamore will be good in the next turn. And I think this will be our stopping point. That Floatstone was nice, but we could have gotten better cards, to be honest. Okay. So they're trying to limit my board to 3 Pokemon? Oh no, they're reducing the damage of my water types by 20. Okay. Now, I no longer have Delinquent as a surefire way to get rid of that card and to mess up my opponent's hand, which is kind of a shame here because this is actually the one time that Delinquent would have been really good for me. Alright, this guy's limited himself to 3, which means that when he plays that Frogadier... Okay. And this is why I would love something like Stadium Blower, to be honest. I wonder what he's going to get. I should take a look at this Clef Key. Wonderlock. Once during your turn before you attack with this Pokemon on your bench, you may discard all cards attached to this Pokemon and attach it to one of your Pokemon as a tool. Prevent any damage done to the Pokemon this card is attached to by attacks from your opponent's Mega Evolution Pokemon. So, doesn't really bother me none. Didn't you limit the size your side of the field? Yeah, I mean, dude, you messed yourself up with that stadium. Alright, Octillery is there, Starmie is there, and 2 of our Golducks are there. We're going to go ahead and grab the Octillery first. And see if an Abyssal Hand will help us out here. Okay. I don't want to play those Rough Seas, for the simple fact that that stadium that he played is actually significantly helping me out right now. So we will play Sycamore instead. Alright. And there's the Golduck. Play a letter. Get 2 more energy. And then we double jet. And that will confirm us the knockout. Come on now, guy. Alright, and we take a prize. Got another N. Well, I tell you what, if I ever get myself a Starmie out, the N is going to be one of the cards to throw away, because right now I've got all the advantage. He can evolve it, and he might be able to Frogadier me again. He might be able to pull out another Frogadier to the bench. But this guy's just burning through all his Frogadier. I'm not sure what he's trying to accomplish here. He's going to water duplicates, which is just a free shuffle, because again, your bench is full, man. Your bench is full, man. Your bench is full, man. Alright, we'll attach this one to the Octillery. And then we double jet for one more knockout. Brock's Grit. Yet another card we don't really need right now. So this guy, I'm not sure if he really knows what he's doing, because the battle's going really slowly. Like things like this where you'd think you'd have a plan as to why he's doing what he's doing. Okay. So now I actually really want to Lysander out the Frogadier and kill it again. Because this Regirock isn't a threat, but Greninja is a big threat. Greninja is really strong and hits really hard, and is a huge threat to my side of the field. The question is, does he have another water energy? Another splash energy. He's playing Lysander. Nice stall tactic. Okay, we will level ball. That'll get us the Starmie, finally. So now things are going to speed up just a little bit. We will retreat for Golduck. We will use Space Beacon and get rid of the Brock's Grit, because we don't need that right now, to grab back some of our energies. We will Versus Seeker. I could have played this better, I just realized, but that's okay. Not really concerned. We can't Abyssal Hand, but that is fine. We double jet for 2, and that's a guaranteed knockout. And now we're down to cards where we could actually potentially... Ooh, nice. So let's see here. So he can do 30 to me. And he might be able to do 70. Like, he needs a double colorless in order to do 70. Sycamore. Okay. Now, his deck, according to the overview, is also playing some colorless Pokemon. But I have not seen them. Now, the funny thing is that right now, I actually really need the stadium. I need the Rough Seas. Because that's the only way I'm going to one-shot this Regice. Like, right now, leaving him with a limited board has only played it to my favor, because he couldn't search Frogadiers. Okay, I'm still in this. I'm still in this. So, we're going to Trainer's Mail. Okay. So, our only recourse here is the Team Flare Grunt. So we will play that, and we're going to get rid of his special water energy to try to slow him down. Now, we're going to use Abyssal Hand to draw 1 card. Another Starmie. Kinda can't really make use of that right now. We'll Space Beacon, get rid of the Inn for 2 energies. And then we will double jet, and this will be for 100, unfortunately, because of his stadium. So the Regice will survive. But just barely. Okay. And that's Shadow Stitching Greninja. So that one at least can't hit me right now, unless he's got a way to get the Regice out the front. He does not. Okay, so I actually really need a... Okay, so for the sake of thinning my hand, we will Abyssal Hand. Okay, excellent. That is a Psyduck. That is exactly what we need. Lysander, because we have to kill this Greninja. We have to get the initiative on this thing. Space Beacon. Discard the Starmie for 2 energies. And then we double jet. That stadium is slowing me down just a little bit here. But in the end, that probably worked out for me because it allowed me to preempt. Because I'm still going to be able to kill this Greninja even with only 1 energy. Alright. Dive Ball. Play Dive Ball for Psyduck. Put Psyduck on the bench. Let's check and see how many... Okay, we got 6 energies in there. 3 Pokemon, so we could do 3 energies and still have 3 energies left over to grab later. So, we will Versus Seeker, grab the Brock's Grit, play Brock's Grit, bam, 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 1 and 2 and 3. And that's 6 cards. Alright, and now we can draw a fresh hand. Ooh, yes. Yes, I can appreciate that right there. Alright. Psyduck, Golduck, Starmie. And there's the other Golduck. The other Staryu's in the deck somewhere. So, let's grab another Psyduck. Throw him on the bench for future use. We'll Space Beacon. I'm not sure who to toss here. Let's toss Sycamore. Because Skyla we have fewer of altogether. We've already played 1 Sycamore. Now, the funny thing here is that looking at him, I only need to hit him once. Because at 60, it'll do 40. That's still enough for a knockout. Can grab the other Golduck, and that way we'll have all 3 Golducks in play. So I pretty much have this this round on lockdown. There's really not much he can do to me about this. And he's still stuck with a 3 Pokemon bench. Rare Candy, straight into another one. But it's still Shadow Stitching and not Water Shuriken. I'm waiting for this guy to realize that he's basically lost. I'm just waiting for it right now. Because I'm not sure what he thinks he's going to accomplish here. Especially since he didn't paralyze me. So yeah, I've got this on lock. We Float Stone that. We'll go here. Here. Attach an energy to this one. We can then Abyssal Hand. Level Ball. For the Staryu. Right. We no longer need the Dive Ball because we literally have all of our Pokemon here now. So we will Space Beacon, throw away the Dive Ball. And the only 2 energies I have, the only 2 energies I need. So, Double Jet, we only need to throw away 1. Wally, don't really need it. Don't need Dive Ball either for that matter. It's just another thing to throw away for Space Beacon. Giovanni's Scheme. Is he doing the bonus damage? I don't think he needs to. Dude, you didn't need to do that. Should have drawn the cards. In case you didn't notice. Alright. And then we go here. Let's see. What do we need here? We've played both of our professor's letters. I kinda... What's in my discard pile here? 1 energy. We can still Space Beacon for the 1 energy. What trainer cards do I have? What trainer cards do I have? I mean, I could play... I don't really need to get rid of that. I do so much damage, it doesn't matter. Alright, fine. I failed. I don't know what I was doing there. It wouldn't let me Space Beacon. Did he play? What did he... Oh, what? Oh, he Shadow Stitching'd me. That's what he did. Ooh, clever. I couldn't do anything. That's why I was so confused. Okay. That's fine. We can now do this. We'll do that. Do that. Trainer's Mail, because we're looking for that last float stone. Ooh, my deck is 1 card. Well. Retreat for Gulduck. And then Double Jet. And now he has to make a choice. But it's okay because I made the choice for him. I'm impressed though. He's got me down to 1 card in deck. This guy really knows how to stall. But you see, the 3 Pokemon that I have that have a retreat cost now have float stones on them. So that's Shadow Stitching. Really impressive job there. Too little too late. And the funny thing here too is that just to be on the safe side, I can Versus Seeker. Experience share, that's a little late, isn't it? I can Versus Seeker for Brock's Grit, play Brock's Grit, shuffle things back in, attach energy to one of my benched Golduck. At that point, I'm down to a 2-3 card hand, and then I can Abyssal Hand up 2. At that point, I could probably still one-shot something. Or if he doesn't retreat. The funny thing here, though, is that all I need to do is kill this Greninja, and I only need 1 more energy to do it. So even if he Shadow Stitchings me, and prevents me from using abilities, he's just digging. I almost feel like at this point he's trying to... Okay, but you already played Sycamore this turn. And that's another supporter. So this game's running long, but it's pretty much my game at this point. Okay, so... Not even a big deal. Oh, ho, ho. Okay, he's trying to stall. Alright, 2 can play this game. Where's the Brock's Grit? Because you realize the first turn that you fail, the first turn that he fails, I've got him. The very first turn that he fails. In fact, actually at this point, I've got him by inevitability because Golduck's only able to take so much punishment. And I know everything that's left in my deck here. Okay, so now we'll Space Beacon. We don't need Wally anymore. Double Jet for 2. I'm gonna win this by attrition here. Because now if he leaves either of these Pokemon out, I've got him next turn. And he knows that all I threw in there are energies. I will draw out first, but I will knock out his last Pokemon. This match is really intense here, to be honest. And do you have a play? You could try to go for the Paralyze hacks again. You can try that. That's pretty much the only protection you have right now. But if you fail, you're dead. So he's dead anyway, because he sent out the Greninja, and even if he Shadow Stitchings me, I've got 1 energy in the back. I think he was hoping I wouldn't have any more energy, but I don't think he thought this through very well, because I Brock's Gritted back nothing but energy. So, oh no, I can't Shadow Stitching. Double Jet. And that'll be game. Well played, sir. You really drew this out. Well played. But this victory is mine. So that's our first game. It took forever. How long have we been at this? That one game took us 30 minutes. Are we for real right now? Wow. I think we're only going to have time for maybe one more game because that one took a while. So we're earning 2 tournament tickets with this one. We're not going to get to Crobat today because that match took forever. But I definitely will at least some point this week be streaming more of this. And I'll be sending out a message on Twitter when I'm about to stream. So definitely keep an eye out for that. We're going to play one last game today. See how close we can get to that Crobat. They have advantage. So if I win this, I get an additional 5 points, which will put me at 120 points. And I think they said they had some fire types in their deck, which is good for me. Because Dark Pulse is really strong, and unfortunately... I mean, a deck like this, my Garchomp deck would actually be really strong against this. I ought to just keep that deck built for weird decks like this that come by. And experience share is really good for a deck like this, but now I'm looking at just constant loss. Okay. So I have absolutely no reason to play any of these. So, except for the N, because we're going to N to try to mess with my opponent's hand. And it did not help us at all. Alright. Well, we're going to concede this match. Sorry about that, guys. I didn't play it very well. And that initial in from him really messed us up. So, let's take a look at what he had here. He had 3 Darkrai, 2 Shaman, 1 Giratina, 2 Oblivion Wing Eviltal, a Hoopa, and a Salamence EX. Then he had 1 Switch, 3 Versus Seeker, 4 Versus Seeker. It's weird that they're split up like that. 3 Ultra Ball, 4 Max Elixir, 4 Ultra Ball. That's so weird how it's split like that. 2 Escape Rope, 2 Win, 2 Parallel City. Okay. So he had an interesting deck. 1 Hex Maniac. Can't hate him for that. So, we didn't get very far today. We only earned 10 points. That first match took forever, and because of that, we unfortunately are out of time for today. But thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe to stay tuned for future videos. And until next time, heroes, I'm PTCGO, and you guys stay awesome. Take care.